Flood-Wylie!
Hi, everybody. Great. I work as a waitress. I am not good at it, but that's okay because this is the Netherlands, so it doesn't matter. I don't speak a ton of Dutch. I do speak some restaurant Dutch, so I can understand like if people want to order, or if they want a table, or if they want to complain about service, or if they want to pay. Unfortunately, the Dutch sentences for can I order and can I pay are quite similar, which means that on multiple occasions I've had someone ask if they can order in Dutch, and I've gone, yeah, of course, and then I've just walked away. And then I get to the till and I see there's no check open, and I go, oh, they wanted to order. Fuck. How long is it weird for me to stand here before I have to walk back in shame? And then I just have to wander back and go, so what was it you wanted? And I used to feel really guilty about that, but then I realized that saying like, mag ik bestellen? And having waitress go, mm-hmm. Leaving you in an existential crisis, like, is she coming back? Can we order? Is actually a much more authentic representation of real Dutch service than anything else that I can do, and now I don't feel bad about it. I'm not bad at my job, I'm adapting, I'm fitting in. I've noticed my dreams have changed a lot since I became a waitress. So before that, my dreams were like, I want to move to a big city, and I want to have a ton of friends, and I'm going to be the life of the party. And now that I work in service, my dreams are like, what if I lived in a cave? And if anybody talked to me, they'd die. And that's it. That's the whole dream. Adulthood feels good on me. I decided when I moved to the Netherlands that I was going to do a really cool new thing, where I was only going to have sex with people who were nice to me. And then for about the first 4 months that I was here, absolutely no takers. And I was like, that's okay. It's not that never having sex is a bad thing, it's just that if that's not what you're going for, it can get a little bleak. And so after 4 months, I was like, screw it, I'll get rid of the rule, I'll have sex with all these Dutch people who have been honest with me. So I got rid of the rule, and didn't make a difference. Turns out Dutch people, they're just not that into me. And you know, I get it. I'm American, I'm kind of whiny. I'm not tall enough to be Dutch, but I'm not short enough to be interesting here. And it was okay because like my experiences with dating haven't been amazing, period. I've dated both men and women, mostly women. And I do have, most of my jokes are going to be about dating men, partly because I feel like male stand-ups for the last 60 years have covered dating women. The one thing I find interesting about dating women as a woman is whenever someone talks about the gay agenda, which I think is a hilarious term, because it's always some guy being like, I don't want somebody dating my son, you know, and making him gay. And it's like, first of all, no one wants to date your son, Gary. Like, he's weird, we don't like being around him. The second part is that like the gay agenda isn't to turn people gay so they'll burn in hell, you know? That's just part of it. And the real gay agenda is for us to turn people gay so that slowly people will stop having children. The human race will die out, and cities will crumble, and then plants will come back. Endangered species of animals will repopulate oceans and plains and forests and wherever else animals live, and then nature will regrow. It will flourish as it has never flourished before, and eventually the earth will be like it was before we ever came here. So Environmentalism. That's I'd say it's like 75% environmentalism, 25% hell-based right now. My experiences dating men have been interesting. I've found even the perks of being a woman dating men aren't really perks. They're like, oh, I can't wait to outlive my life partner. That'll be a cool 3 to 5 years at the very end. I've dated men on both ends of the nice guy spectrum, so I've dated just straight up jerks who were afraid of vaginas, but I've also dated self-proclaimed feminists who've somehow also managed to make that suck. Like when you're kissing them, you can just feel how proud of themselves they are, because they think you're a person. There used to be this thing in high school where if you didn't know what to do when you were kissing someone, that you should just write the alphabet with your tongue. And with these guys, you can just feel them writing, "I'm not like the other boys," over and over again. Get it, Cody. Stop talking about how you have sisters. And when they're going down on you, it's not that it's bad, it's just that every time they come up, they look like they've just single-handedly closed the wage gap. That's just a lot of energy to be coming at you when you're in a vulnerable position. Despite all of that, I am actually dating somebody now. It turns out, if you're an American in the Netherlands that Dutch people aren't into, you don't have to be alone forever. You just have to find a Canadian who hates himself. I think that's really beautiful. I do. That is actually a joke. He doesn't hate himself. It's a very healthy relationship, which is shocking for me. And it's amazing being in a healthy relationship because you get to finally move on. You get to forget about all the shitty things that the people who dated you before have done. Like that guy Peter who fucked you over your senior year of high school. Like, you don't even have to think about him anymore because you're happy now. You've moved on. The thing about the thing with Peter, though, is it was very complicated. Because, I was dating him, and then he was dating this girl, Dahlia, and I had a friend, Ben, and then it doesn't matter. You don't need to know about it, because I'm fulfilled now. Just in case, though, I just drew like a really fast diagram of the whole Peter situation. Actually, can I get someone to hold this for me? I know you are all very comfortable, but if someone could take one for the team, that'd be amazing. Thank you so much. What's your name?
Vanya.
Great. So I'll just go over sort of like our main characters. So this is me, that's Olivia, and then here we have Peter, and you don't need to know that much about Peter, except he looked like if a stick insect lost like 70% of its limbs. And then here we have my friend Ben, who's actually kind of fine, and then there's this girl Dahlia, and I'm trying really hard not to talk shit about other women, so I'm just gonna stick to the facts here. So her name is Dahlia, we went to college together, and she was a massive bitch. And then so I was dating Peter, and then Ben was dating Dahlia. Are we all up to date? Great. And then one time I was hanging out with Ben, and we walked into a party together, and when we walked in, Peter was making out with Dahlia. I know. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but those were the people we were dating, which is so crazy. You don't expect the people that you date to be assholes, for some reason. It does have a very happy ending, though, because I live here now, and Peter and Dahlia still live in America because they're chumps. So, then I just have some more. So, great. It's very unwieldy. You're doing great. So this just again is our main character. Just for any casting directors out there, sort of your classic best friend type. Kind of like cute enough to be on stage, but not cute enough to be threatening. You know? And then there's no symbolism to this. I just can't draw hands. So keep moving on. And then here we have Peter, just like a really photorealistic drawing. The only important thing is that it's not true what they say about me. That's all you really need to take. And then here is a blank page to represent the fresh start that I've found here, because I've so clearly moved past it. I've started I found a new love, I found new beginnings. This is what my life feels like. And I could draw anything on there because none of the past matters. And then just really fast, it's just that's mostly there for me. I just like to look at it. And then that's Peter. Thank you so much. It is weird being in a happy relationship now. It turns out when you've only dated idiots, it can get confusing. It's someone who is competent and healthy and lovely. Like the first night that I spent at my boyfriend's house, I was over for dinner, and we were up talking until like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And then he was like, listen, no pressure at all. You're welcome to spend the night. It's just really late. And I was like, oh. I know this game. No pressure. Just because it's late. And then I went in his room, and then he brought me a set of pajamas. I was like, what are you, running a hotel? And then I realized, oh, he wants me to be comfortable. What kind of mind game is that? What is that? And then I had to do some real thinking and realize that every other person I've spent the night with has only given me the option of sleeping in jeans or naked. Was it because I was only dating 22-year-old aspiring comedians who had 1 pair of pants, including the pajama category? Probably. That's probably what it was. It's 2020. And nobody's excited. It's already been a weird year. My dentist told me I brush my teeth too hard, which makes me feel like life is a losing game. It's the time for resolutions, kind of. It's January 31st, so like they're basically out the window. But I have one real resolution this year, which is that I'm trying really hard not to grow as a person. I just feel like I am exactly where I want to be. And even if I did grow, I wouldn't want the people who know me to find out. I feel like I've hit exactly the right balance of under-promising and over-delivering. I don't want to fuck that up. I'd like to keep it where my mom is still pleasantly surprised when I'm able to schedule my own doctor's appointments. I would hate to take that joy away from her. I do come from kind of a weird family. My grandma is one of the most interesting people I've ever met, and she can be very intense. So sometimes she'll just drop huge secrets on me out of nowhere. Like I was 16 and we were having a conversation, and she was like, well, that's why we think that your great uncle Gary killed his second wife. I was like, Grandma, you can't just say that to me. Like, Grandma, I'm 16. She looked at me and she said, deal with it. You little bitch. That's not what she said to me. That's not how my grandma talks to me. That's not it. But it's the essence of it. Like what really passed between us might have been my grandma saying like, oh, I don't think that you're too young to handle that. But we both know that what really passed between us was her saying, deal with it. I did think about, based on my family history, I thought about giving up drinking. Partly because drunk and sober Olivia have wildly different ideas of what's morally acceptable. So, sober Olivia once wept because she ran over a butterfly with her bicycle. Drunk Olivia once called a beloved friend a baby-assed bitch boy because he wouldn't give me a cigarette. And neither of us smoked. So I did a quick trial run of not drinking, just to see what it would be like for a month, and I have to say it was so beautiful to wake up every morning sober. Think about all the times that I was so drunk and I woke up hungover, and to realize that it wasn't the alcohol. It just feels terrible to be a human. So now I know I don't have to change anything at all. And that's also my time. Thank you so much, everybody.
Now we are at the